Hello. So I have bought myself a dress that absolutely does not fit me. It's this one here. It's this leather dress that I got on sale. The entire store was closing, and because the store was closing and everything was super cheap, I guess is the reason why they did not let anyone into the change rooms to try things on. It absolutely did not fit. So now I have to fix it. So let me show you how poorly it fits. Not at all. There's like an entire hand width between the openings of this dress. So I will endeavor to fix this by opening up the back, keeping the front closed so that I can add to the back for the length of it, for the width, sorry, of it. And I don't know, we'll just see how that goes. I just wanted to show how it fits right now, which is not. Task number one seemed simple enough. Just open up the back entirely by stitch ripping the lining layer and then the leather layer. There were so many lines. There were 2 or maybe 3 lines of the lining. It just didn't make any sense. And then the leather was difficult. Separate, for fuck's sakes. It was an absolute nightmare. So for inserting the pockets, this is already sort of like bulbous. It's almost like it's just begging to be opened up to have a pocket inside. So I marked very lightly with chalk. It's kind of gone at this point because I did it yesterday. So I'm going to start by opening this. This is meant to fit my phone in my hand. I forgot to put 5/8 seam allowance, so I put it on the inside, and it still seems to be a decent size, so I might just stick with this. I don't know. Alright, so I've got this cotton lining in black, so I'm just gonna give it a little iron, and this is going to be the fabric that I'm going to use for the pockets. It's probably this is my pocket. It took me ages to get this because I'm also inserting a zipper into this pocket, and I didn't know how to do that. And my brain is very slow. I'm a slow learner, and it basically took me all afternoon to get to this point. It's 4 p.m. or nearly 5, I guess. But, you know, we carry on. Okay. My knees. I'm just sort of crawling on the floor. As you can see, I don't have like a studio. I'm not a seamstress by any... I was going to say by any stretch of the imagination, but I mean, I have made myself clothing. I'm just very ratty about it. I don't do anything properly, particularly. Okay. Now I snip. All right, so these zipper is sewn down. I've hand sewn it, and this here is just a little extra pocket for cards and such. So I have one on each side, in each pocket. I sort of just guesstimated where they're gonna go, so I'm just gonna machine sew into place before I then machine sew this closed, and then I'll sort of have to figure out somehow how to put it into the dress. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Just to give you an idea of how often I sew things, my sewing machine is somewhere in there. This is my like extra closet where I just keep random stuff, extra out of season things and whatnot. So is that it? I think I have a serger down there in that box, and my machine is in here. Yeah, that looks like a machine to me. All right, I'll grab it and, yep. Okay. Okay. In one day I made a pocket. Just one. I have another one to go. So let's hop to it. It's not as good, but it's all right. I'm sure it's fine. Right, so I now have to test this out, right? So how do I do this? Oh, it's Texas plastic. Don't panic. I should have had 100 of these. Oh, right, no, I have to make a hole first. This is the hole punch. Okay. All right. Shit. This is not going well. Oh no, this is not going well. Well, now what? Dude, I paid money for you. Okay, hang on. Let's be vicious. Let's be brutal. Is that good enough? Oh, it is! Haha, yay! Cool. Oh, that's why that's there. Just to poke out the stuff. Cool. Okay. So this is the correct side of the fabric, so I want the dingus side of it. Okay. Here we go. That did absolutely nothing. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Do I have to be vicious again? Maybe I'm just too polite. Hang on. Let's just whack it. It's not working. Oh, it is working. Ooh, that is secure. This is very exciting. Hee hee hee. That wasn't so bad at all. Huzzah. All right. Here goes. Right, so I'm quite pleased with how the gluing down went. I'm very happy with the result. It's all nice and flat and flush. This flappy bit is going to get cut, and then we're just going to start putting the grommets in. Oh. It's time for terror. If this messes up, I'm just gonna cry. And just pretend like everything is normal and I've done this 1,000 times and everything's gonna be totally fine. No issue. Just, here we go. Is it in? Looks fine to me. I'm pretending like this is easy so that I have an easy time. We're just whacking stuff and things just magically do what they need to do. I don't know, it's fine. Why is it fine? Why is everything okay? Very suspicious. I guess I'll put some thread in it, try it on. Obviously I'm gonna keep doing the length the rest of the dress, but for now I'm just gonna stop here. Okay, this is wrong. Fuck my life. Okay, I think you go this way. And under X. And then, okay, and then, what am I pulling on? And then we tie a knot, ribbon. I'm in ribbon hell. Change of plan. I just can't corset myself into a dress every single time that I want to put this dress on, because I'm not used to wearing corsets, and therefore for me to like put my hands behind my back and try to like get up, like just no. I'm neurospicy enough that this will drive me insane. So plan number 2, we're gonna try something called fan lacing. So fan lacing requires it's not one lace, it's one lace per grommet line. So I'm just kind of putting them sort of scattered to get an idea of what length I need each ribbon or lace to be, because I have not a clue. So I'm going to use this to measure, and the idea is that this is how you then lace it, by just pulling, and these are all connected together with a tab, and then I don't know, somehow attach clip into place in the front or on the side. Usually it's on the side, but whatever. We'll see how it looks. When I tried it on though, I was not convinced of the design of the overall dress and realized I have no design for the overall dress in mind other than just making it wearable. So I finally put together a drawing and decided that actually my idea for this original fan lacing was not going to work. This diagram, though, would allow for the overall design of the dress to be better at the expense of a very complicated lacing situation that I would only need to do once, but do it right. And that would prove challenging. So this is my mock-up for the belt. This is where all of the lacing is going to attach to. And then that's in the back, and then wrap around in the front. I'm going to have a belt here. Now I could just purchase an actual metal thing for this, but I don't know. I can test. Oh, and that's the thing too. So on the actual metal piece that you can purchase for fan lacing, the actual hardware, the holes I think are just too small for my thick or wide lace ribbon, I should say. So I have this strap that I'm going to attach, temporarily, of course. This is the same bag that I've used the strap for to make the belt. So they matchy because they're part of the same item. And that's what I'm going to cut the whatever this thing is out of. So I'm going to, this has the most material, this under flap. So I'm just gonna cut the flap off and cut out 4 of my pattern pieces. I tried. It's good enough. It sews like a dream, however, I do not trust the edges, and so flipping it inside out is kind of a scary thing, and it's super bulky, so oh dear, oh boy. It still needs to get flipped. I'm not flipping that. No, because now it's teeny tiny. Yeah, no, there's no way. No. Okay, so I may have panicked. Like, it just looks so much smaller. Like, we went from this to that. The reason is because this does not take into consideration the width of this. Like, it's nearly 2/8. And this by itself is 2/8. So really, I need 1/2 inch. I'm just going to recut everything. So I had a moment of revelation. The reason that I'm increasing the around to a total of 1/2 inch is not because I need 1/2 inch of seam allowance, which I knew didn't make sense, but I still need that length, so I made it bigger. This is my new pattern. What? Fuck my life. Why? Okay, well, the fabric itself needs to be longer to accommodate for the extra width. The seam allowance is still just 2/8. Ugh, how I added a square, and yet what happened here? That's not correct at all. Do I care? Yes, I do. Oh. Okay, here we go again. I went hardcore careful cutting this out. It's pretty good on both sides. I'm gonna sew it up now. It's beautiful. Look at it. I am so happy I could fucking cry. I have to make another one now. Alright, so I'm just trying to figure out the belt situation. This is the front. This is how it closes. So if that's my front, and then this goes around to the back, what I've done here is I ironed and then glued it closed with the leather glue, and I can just put this one on top like so. So that would become that part of the belt. All right, so I have exactly 4 D-rings. 2 of these belong to the belt to create the belty belt, and then I have these extra 2. And what I need extra thingies for are belt loops. So I have the dress here, and it's supposed to attach ideally right here. But quite frankly, that's kind of ugly. So I have these little, this is the last 2 scraps of leather that I have. I was thinking I could cover up the bottoms like that. It wouldn't be as bad, or rather like that. I don't know how I'm going to attach it, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so it's the next day. I managed to finish off putting these belt loops in. Now for today's task, it was going to be to put in the, basically to close it up. Right now, I'm more concerned with making this wearable. I have today and tomorrow to work on it, and that's kind of it before I take her out to a concert. So I'm just going to try to get her done. Okay, just getting to the last hurdle now. I've marked where I want to put a grommet on the boob cup here. And the reason for this hole is to put a strap through to like keep them up, because my posture is, just going to scrunch everything down. It's not going to look good. It might be difficult to make the hole. I'm really hoping this doesn't mess up. And just do my best. Our first fucked up grommet. Oh, I'm so sad. And I think it's because it's two different materials. Maybe I didn't push it down hard enough before I started banging on it. Oh, I mean, it looks, whoops. Oh, it looks okay on the outside, which is all that really matters. But, it's fine. It's fine. It just makes me worried about the next one. A little bunged up, but it's definitely better. Yay, done. All right, if you're wondering what this tape is for, it may be a little excessive, but I have redone this bit so many times that this is just my attempt at doing it right. So this is the widest width, and this is the tightest width, regardless of where the dress lies on the table right now. I think that's the rule. So I'm just gonna go with it, because I've tried to do this. I've already laced it all up, put it on my body. It was kind of awkward. And I think it's because distances actually matter. So I'm just gonna see if this improves it. All right, so I've got my top on a tiny mannequin. It is not to my body size at all. This is just because I needed something to hold this on so I can fix the straps or figure out how to strap. When this goes on my body, the sides where the boobs are, there's all of this space that is sticking out. And the reason is because this piece across, that goes horizontally across my back, the first one, is way too wide, and it just wants to be tightened, but it's not tightenable when it has all of this lacing like doing its own thing that is not part of the very top here. So I thought, well, Jesus, like maybe I can, if I snip this, and I think most people just cut it and just tie it into a knot, but I already have my bow at the bottom, and I don't really want a bow at the top. And I thought, well, if I have straps up here that are going into the same grommet hole as the ribbon anyways, can I snip this and attach it to like make it part of what will end up being the straps? And also the straps are not going to stay this way. I want them to cross at the front, not at the back. So that's just what's happening right now. It's a whole figuring out process that I need to figure out right now, because I'm taking her out tomorrow to Montreal for the concert. So she needs to be done. So I'm just gonna hurry up and try to figure this out. So what I ended up doing was scrapping the ribbon entirely and attaching 3 long boot laces together, and use that for the lacing instead, so that it would be all one material for the lacing as well as the neck straps. I then realized why the ribbons always look so bumpy against my back. These thinner laces revealed what was going on underneath, so I needed to correct this because now it was obvious and but ugly. So what I've decided to do is to insert bones to stop the scrunchiness from happening. About 4 inches. This one's about like 4.5, and I'll just like shove it there where there's no, you know, grommet, and so it just wants to scrunch. I don't have any actual boning. I would have loved to have just put like an entire channel down here and just like done it proper. But this is the only problem area is in the middle, so I could just do that. I don't know if this is gonna work at all, but it's like the last thing that I can try to do at this very late stage. And then I went to the concert. Oh my god! Removed card pocket from one of the pockets because my phone kept bumping into it, so that's gone. This very temporary boning also removed because it killed my back. Not as I was wearing it, but 2 days later, my back was screaming at me in a very specific location on my body. So finally going to replace this with proper boning. This is just your regular plastic kind of fabric wrapped stuff, and that should be a lot more comfy. Another issue that I solved was that if you don't sew down your zipper flap, and this is just loose, your zipper can actually get stuck in it. So I have sewn this flat against the pocket. Bone is sewn in, and also I have extra bone. I haven't done the other side yet, but with the other one, because it's a bone that is covered in fabric, I just took the excess out, leaving me with this. I don't have any bias tape on hand, but this is almost literally the perfect length. Like it was meant to be for me to just close up the connection between the leather and the lining, so that when I put this on, it never wants to like flap or anything like that. And it also will close up the bone here a little bit better as well. So I'm very excited to do that.